Hello everyone. In today's video we will learn about the simplification of irrational numbers. Before starting with simplification part, let us recall what do we mean by irrational numbers. The numbers which cannot be expressed in the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, they are known as irrational numbers. You have learned that the rational numbers can always be expressed in the form of p by q. So this is the difference between rational numbers and irrational numbers. Irrational numbers have non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion, whereas if you remember, rational numbers have two types of decimal expansions. One is terminating and the other is non-terminating, repeating or recurring. The examples of irrational numbers are pi, root 2, root 3, cube root of 2, fourth root of 5 and so on. We can have infinite number of irrational numbers. We can also give the example in terms of decimal expansion. So when we talk about simplification of irrational numbers, we will consider the four basic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Addition of irrational numbers is exactly similar to the way we add any two algebraic expressions. If I need to add two irrational numbers, root a and root a, what will be the sum? Let us think about this situation in terms of algebraic expression, in terms of variables. That means if I have to add any two variables, x and x, the sum is 2x because I am adding the coefficients. Same ways, the sum of root a and root a gives me 2 root a. I will add the coefficients. In addition of x with 4x, the sum is 5x. Same ways, if I have to add 2 root 2 with 3 root 2, the sum will be 5 root 2. I am adding the coefficients of root 2. What will be the sum if the algebraic expressions have different variables? If I have 2x plus 4y, can I add their coefficients? Same ways, if I have two different irrational numbers, root 2 and root 3, can I add their coefficients? No, as I cannot add 2x plus 4y because they are carrying unlike terms. Same ways, I cannot add 2 root 2 plus 4 root 3. The sum will remain the same. Now we will consider the subtraction operation. If I have to subtract 5 root 5 from root 5, what will be my answer? It will be same as if I have to subtract 5x from x. The answer is minus 4x. Same ways, for irrational numbers, I will get the answer as minus 4 root 5 by subtracting the coefficients. Another example is 3 root 2 minus 10 root 2. What does it give? It gives me 3 minus 10, that is minus 7 root 2. What do I get if I subtract 2 root 5 from 8 root 5? So it is 8 minus 2, 6 root 5. Just like in algebraic expressions, your variable remain the same ways in irrational numbers. Can we subtract two variables which are not like terms? No, it remains the same. X minus 2y cannot be simplified. Same goes with the irrational numbers. We cannot simplify 5 root 3 minus 2 root 2 further. They remain as it is because root 3 and root 2, they are unlike terms. Let us simplify 2 plus root 2 plus 3 plus 5 root 2. What do we get their sum? So 2 and 3 do not have any irrational number with them, so we write 2 and 3 together, and the like irrational numbers together, that is root 2 and 5 root 2. So when we add 2 plus 3 we get 5. When we add 5 plus 1 we get 6 root 2. So the answer is 5 plus 6 root 2. Let us take another example. 3 plus root 5 plus root 3 plus 4 root 5. If you look here, we have only two like terms, root 5 and 4 root 5. So we will combine them together. 3 plus root 3 will remain as it is because they are not like terms. When we add the coefficients of both the like terms, we get 3 plus root 3 plus 5 root 5 because the coefficients are 1 and 4. So they together give us the sum as 1 plus 4, that is 5, and irrational number is root 5. So the answer is 5 root 5. Now we will learn about the rules for multiplication and division of irrational numbers. If a and b are any real numbers, then the first rule says square root of a into square root of b is equal to square root of a into b. For example, root 2 into root 5 is equal to square root of 2 into 5, which is square root of 10. The second rule says root of a into root of a is equal to square root of a into a. When we have pair under the root, we can take one term out of the root. So root a into a is a. We can write it as root of a whole square or a square under the root, and the answer is same, a. For example, root 2 into root 2 gives us 2. Root 3 into root 3 is equal to 3. If we have to multiply root 5 with root 5, we can also write it as square root of 5 into 5 or square root of 25 or square root of 5 square. The answer will be same, 5. So we can express it in different way, but the answer will be same. Third rule is if we have to divide root a by root b, then it is same as a upon b under the root. For example, root 7 by root 11 is equal to square root of 7 by 11. Fourth root is square root of a divided by square root of a. So like the previous root, we can write it as root a by a, which is equal to 1. So the value is 1. But here the condition is a should not be equal to 0 because division by 0 is not defined. For example, root 3 divided by root 3 gives us 1. Same ways, root 5 divided by root 5 gives us 1. Fifth rule is root of a plus root of b into root of a minus root of b. Just like your algebraic identities a plus b into a minus b or x plus y into x minus y, it is equal to x square minus y square. So same ways, if we apply the identity here, we get it root of a square minus root of b square. Just now we have learned root of a square is a and root of b square is b. So the answer is a minus b. Sixth rule is a plus root b into a minus root b. It is like a particular example of the above one. So we can write it as a square minus root b square by applying the identity, which is a square minus b. The seventh rule is root of a plus root of b whole square. So we have to apply here the identity of a plus b whole square. So we get root a square plus root b square plus 2 times root of a into root of b. Root of a square gives us a, root of b square gives us b, and 2 root ab is the third term. So basically we just need to apply the identity. We have learned various rules here and we will use them now to simplify some expressions. First one is 2 plus root 2 multiplied by 3 minus 2 root 2. So just like we multiply, we will open one bracket, 2 multiplied by 3 minus 2 root 2 plus root 2 multiplied by 3 minus 2 root 2. Remember, each term will be multiplied with both the terms inside the bracket. So we will multiply 2 as well as root 2 with both the terms inside the bracket. 2 into 3 minus 2 into 2 root 2 plus root 2 into 3 minus root 2 into 2 root 2. When we multiply, we get this expression. 2 into 3 gives us 6, minus 2 into 2 gives us 4 root 2, plus 3 root 2, minus 2 into root 2 gives 2. So we get 2 into 2. Whenever we are multiplying a number and an irrational number, the number will come first, the rational number part. So we get 6 minus 4 root 2 plus 3 root 2 minus 4. 6 and 4 are like terms, so 6 minus 4 gives us 2. Minus 4 root 2 and plus 3 root 2 are like terms, so we will combine them. So the answer is 2 minus root 2. Let us take the second part. 3 plus root 5 into 3 minus root 5. Here, as you can see, we can apply the identity. Which identity? First term is same, second term is same, only the difference is between the sign. So we can apply a plus b into a minus b, which gives us a square minus b square. So we get 3 square minus root 5 square. 3 square is 9 and root 5 square is 5. So we get the answer as 9 minus 5, 4. Let us take the third example. 3 plus root 2 multiplied with root 2 plus root 5. So again we will multiply 3 with root 2 plus root 5 and also root 2 with root 2 plus root 5. So 3 into root 2 gives 3 root 2. 3 into root 5 gives me 3 root 5. Root 2 into root 2 gives me 2. And root 2 into root 5 gives me root 10. I can do it in one step or I can show it in 2 steps. It's my wish. Now there is no like term in this expression, so we cannot simplify it further and will leave the answer as it is. Fourth example, 2 plus root 3 square. So we will apply the identity a square plus b square plus 2ab. We get 2 square plus root 3 square plus 2 into 2 into root 3. 2 square is 4, root 3 square is 3 and the next term is 4 root 3. 4 plus 3 we can combine, so the answer is 7 plus 4 root 3. We cannot combine it further, we cannot write it as 11 root 3. Let us take the fifth example, root 2 plus root 3 multiplied with root 3 plus 3 root 2. So when we open the bracket, we can write root 2 into root 3 plus 3 root 2 plus root 3 into root 3 plus 3 root 2. So root 2 is multiplied with root 3 as well as 3 root 2. Same ways root 3 is multiplied with both the terms inside the bracket. So root 2 into root 3 plus 3 into root 2 square plus root 3 square plus 3 under the root 2 into 3. So the answer is root 6 plus 3 into 2 plus 3 plus 3 root 6. So when we simplify this, we see that root 6 and 3 root 6 are the two like terms. So we can combine them, and also 6 and 3 are like terms, so we can combine them. So we get 4 root 6 plus 9 as our answer. Next example is 5 root 7 divided by 2 root of 3. So we can write 5 by 2 and take 7 by 3 under the root. We cannot simplify further, so this is our answer. Next example is 3 root 21 divided by root 7. So we can take 21 by 7 under the root, keeping 3 outside. Cancel with 7, we get the answer as 3 root 3. Now it's time for you to try yourself. Hope you have understood the concepts well and you can solve these problems. Next video will be on the rationalization of denominator. Enjoy and keep learning.